Hey folks, man, this is Monk, and we are back with another episode of From the Canopy Film Show. I'm joined as always with my co-host Cornelius, aka Evil Corny.
What's up?
We are here to talk about some films, folks, give you some reviews for things that we've seen lately. I'm gonna start with this film, Saturday Night. This is a comedy film. I remember it being in theaters a few months ago, so it's starting to hit home video. I think you could rent this now or even watch it on Netflix if you have a certain tier of Netflix. Because what I learned the other day is Netflix is not giving you all their content unless you're subscribing to the higher ad-free tiers. I tried to
What?
watch I tried to watch Kneecap the other day and it told me I couldn't watch it because I had the ad-supported tier. But I found another way to watch it. But just to let you guys know out there, if you've got Netflix and you're not aware of that change. But Saturday Night, in this film, tensions run high as producer Lorne Michaels and a ferocious troupe of young comedians and writers prepare for the first broadcast of Saturday Night Live on October 11th, 1975. This is directed by Jason Reitman. And, as it says, for what I do know about this film, this is about the chaotic first night of this Saturday Night Live broadcast, which I imagine could have been pretty crazy considering this was the first time something like this was being done. And what do you think about this, Cornelius? Because I haven't seen it.
Saturday Night Live is one of my favorite shows. I've grown up with it. I've actually went back and seen older episodes before I was born, like on Peacock. I really love this film. In this, it's actually the night, it starts off 90 minutes before the first airing of Saturday Night Live. You have the not ready for primetime players, that are, just in the background, kind of prepping like skits and stuff. So we have like younger versions of Chevy Chase, Gilda Radner, Dan Aykroyd, Lorraine Newman, John Belushi, Garrett Morris, Jane Curtin. And then it's led by a younger version of Lorne Michaels, who is still running Saturday Night Live right now. I completely
does he really run it though now?
Well,
does he? Like, I can't imagine him being on the set now behind the cameras really calling. He might have some input on who gets hired and the bigger production aspect, but I can't
from all the documentaries I've seen about Saturday Night Live, once a week, beginning of every show week, they pretty much meet in Lorne Michaels' office, with writers and crew, crew and everything, and the guest hosts. So this is like a weekly thing. I wouldn't mind seeing like a film version of one of those shows at some point. But from what we were seeing on this film, they were some of the skits hadn't been nailed down properly, But I had a lot of fun with this. I think this was directed by Jason Reitman, who is, slowly becoming one of my favorite directors. He's directed a lot. I just really had a lot of fun with this. And I kind of wonder how much input Lorne Michaels actually had on this film. This is a Sony film, and Saturday Night Live is like a Universal / NBC property. So I kind of wonder how much influence Lorne Michaels actually had on this, because I don't think his name shows up in the credits at all. But other than that, I had a lot of fun with this film, and I kind of hate I didn't see it in theaters.
Yeah, but like I said, now it's out there, so if you want to check it out, you can rent it, or you can stream it, and you could possibly buy it if you're inclined to.
Yeah, it's available on DVD. I'm waiting on a 4K version of this because I've been trying to get as much 4K content, physical content as I can. But since it's just on regular Blu-ray, I'm gonna wait until the 4K version is available.